એન્જલ બ્રોકિંગના ફંડ મેનેજર મયુરેશ જોશી હવે આપણી સાથે જોડાઈ રહ્યા છે. મયુરેશ, સ્વાગત છે આપનો. રિલાયન્સ સિવાય બીજા કોઈક હેવી વેટ્સ અત્યાર સુધી મદદ નથી કરી રહ્યા, ઇનફેક્ટ ઇન્ડેક્સને, એટલે માર્કેટ થોડું અટકી રહ્યું છે. બીજા કયા સ્ટોક્સથી આપને અત્યારે આશા છે ને રિલાયન્સ ઉપર તમે શું કોલ આપી રહ્યા છો તમારા ક્લાયન્ટ્સ?
Morning, Pradeep. So clearly, I think Reliance and જેવી રીતે numbers આવ્યા છે, I think operational performance has been exceptionally good. જેવી રીતે GRMs post કર્યું છે કંપનીને, I think it has been an exceptional performance on the petchem and the refining side. Having said that, I think telecomનું એક overhang રહેશે stock ઉપર, because the kind of capex that they've done, 92,000 odd crores, and that will increase going forward as well. કેવી રીતે back-ended returns આવશે in terms of consolidated ROEs will be a question mark. However, I think if that foray is also successful, I think the back-ended returns in FY17, FY18 આવશે, that will incrementally add to the earnings. I had to say that જેવી રીતે I think Petco gasification નો plant on stream થશે fourth quarter FY16 માં, and that will stabilize the cheap rate. મારા હિસાબે I think operationally performance should get better over the next couple of years for Reliance. નવા projects આવશે તો incrementally I think earnings per share પણ વધશે. તો મારા હિસાબે I think we are maintaining a very positive outlook on Reliance in the next 2 years.
ઓકે, ત્યારે જ આપણે બીજી બાજુ જોઈએ જે પરિણામથી ખાસ માર્કેટને નિરાશા થઈ છે. ટાટા સ્પોન્જ એક રિઝલ્ટ આપણે ખાસ કરીને, કારણ કે હાલના દિવસોમાં મેટલ સ્ટોક્સ બોટમ થઈ રહ્યા છે, મેટલમાં ફરીથી તેજી જોવા મળી રહી છે, એટલે અહીંયા પણ ટ્રેડર્સની ને ઇન્વેસ્ટર્સની પોઝિશન છે. શું કોલ આપો છો?
So clearly, Pradeep, I think Tata Sponge individually track કરતો નથી, પણ generally metal space પર I think the view will still remain the same. ઘણા બધા overhangs છે, demand supply situation as I was mentioning earlier, how that will pan out, volumes, how they will play out, probably both on the domestic side as well as on the international side for a few of the players. एक ही रहसे, I think realizations have actually gone down. तो हमारे हिसाब I think at least from a quarter results perspective, the numbers are not going to be very, very attractive. हमारे हिसाब realizations में fall जोवा મળશે. You'll also see compression happening on the EBITDA front. More or less not to do with the kind of fall that we've seen in input costs, which will not offset the realization. But the high cost inventory છે ઘણા બધા players ની books ઉપર, specifically iron ore ની, I think that will probably take a toll. And bottom line ઉપર પણ I think one really needs to see a stock specific approach. તો મારા હિસાબે I think the weakness in terms of results for a lot of these metal companies, ferrous હોય, non-ferrous હોય, will still continue. So as I said earlier as well, I think it will still take some time meaningfully कि cash flows make structural improvement આવશે. So Q2, Q3, we're expecting it to be extremely soft for these commodity players. So trading na hisabe, I think the stocks can move around, but mara hisabe structurally one needs at least to give 2 to 3 quarters for some improvement to come through.
ત્યારે જ મયુરેશજી, અલ્ટ્રાટેક સિમેન્ટના પરિણામો આવવાના છે. પાછલા દિવસોમાં વ્યવહાર ઘણું ફોકસમાં રહ્યું છે, પણ જે રીતે આપણે નંબર્સ અનુમાનિત કરી રહ્યા છે કે નફો ખાસો વધી શકે છે, આપ શું માનો છો?
So clearly expectation એવી જ છે, અને bottom line ઉપર there will be some improvement seen both on a year-on-year basis. I think volumes is something which is going to be key for a lot of these cement players. And નિશાજી જે રીતે અલ્ટ્રાટેકના એક અનુમાન લગાવે છે, I think એક 5 to 5.5% volume growth on a blended basis is something that we believe in. મારા હિસાબે realizationsમાં પણ એક uptick જોવા મળશે, which basically means that the operating profit per ton should have some amount of stability. Having said that, I think the power and the fuel cost છે ઘણા બધા સિમેન્ટ કંપનીઓ માટે I think ઓછી થઈ ગઈ છે, which will have some amount of significant bearing when it comes to the operating metrics. So my hisabe, I think EBITDA margins between that 15.5-16% range is something we are looking at. A structural improvement. Karan ka Ultratech Cement basically is having a lot of petcoke consumption. Jenny prices have fallen significantly, and my hisabe that will have very positive. Plus the cement outlook in terms of overall industry and their capacity as well. So FY17 में 71.2 MTPA capacity, including Jai Prakash Associates taken over units, that will incrementally add value when it comes to it. So Marik Saab, I think we are maintaining a positive outlook. I think results should be quite stable for Ultratech in this quarter.
ઓકે, તો અલ્ટ્રાટેકથી સારા પરિણામની આપણે આશા રાખીએ. ત્યારે જ એલઆઈસી હાઉસિંગ પર થોડીક આપણે પ્રોફિટ બુકિંગ આવતા જોઈ રહ્યા છે, અને અમુક બ્રોકર્સના રિપોર્ટ જે છે સારા નથી આ કંપની માટે. આમ તો પરિણામ બાદ તેજી જોઈ હતી, પણ હવે પ્રોફિટ બુકિંગની સલાહ આવી રહી છે. મયુરેશ, શું આપને પણ લાગે છે કે હવે કદાચ આ લેવલ પર એકવાર પ્રોફિટ બુક કરી લેવું જોઈએ?
Again, structurally, I think basically it's a viewpoint. If you're a short-term investor over the next 3 to 6 months, you might probably take some money off the table. કારણ કે જેવી રીતે એક મૂવ એન્ટિસિપેટ કરેલી NBFCsમાં સ્પેસિફિકલી હાઉસિંગ ફાઇનાન્સ કંપનીઝમાં I think positive results were more or less built into the price. મારા હિસાબે I think structurally તો I think the story still remains very, very positive with falling interest rates. LIC નું I think તમે book જોશો તો I think 60% of the book is on the fixed rate. તો મારા હિસાબે the NIMs and spreads for the company should be maintained. જેવી રીતે I think advances ની growth જોઈ છે કંપનીમાં. We are still very, very hopeful about 19-20% growth. Developer portion is very, very minuscule. It is less than 2.7-2.8% of the overall book, which is a very positive sign. Asset quality has got maintained on an absolute basis. The gross net asset ratio at 0.6% is quite commendable. Even in bad times, the company was driving earnings growth through better asset quality management. So, my hisabe, I think price to book around 2.1 times still looks pretty attractive to us. So, my hisabe, I think if you got a 12-month or a 15-month view, investors who have hold on to the stock at lower levels should continue holding. Short-term view, so yes, I think some money can be taken off the table.
શુગર સ્ટોક્સ આપણે જોઈ રહ્યા છે લગભગ 2 સપ્તાહથી ખરીદારીના ટ્રેન્ડમાં છે. આજના દિવસે પણ આપણે જોઈ રહ્યા છે પોઝિટિવ શરૂઆત. શું હવે એક ટ્રેન્ડ બદલાયો છે? ખરીદારીનો મૂડ અહીંયા બનાવવો જોઈએ?
नहीं निशा जी, I think structurally again I think the industry dynamics तमे जोशो, and again this is a varying report. I think if one really assumes, as I was mentioning with the last time round, of sugar production for this fiscal coming at 25.5 or even 25 million tons, and if you look at the demand which is close to 23-24 million tons, look at the kind of carryover inventory that the sugar industry has got from last year of around 8 to 10 million ton, and a government to तमे 4 million ton mandatory export fund. I think if you exclude that, you still got surplus sugar stocks coming through. So my hisabe, I think it is more to do with the festival fervor that is probably coming through, where you're seeing some amount of uptick in raw sugar prices, both domestically as well as on the international count. And again, I think Brazil is one big overhang. My hisabe, I think Brazil માં જેવી રીતે drought આવ્યું છે continuously for the last 2.5 years, we are probably seeing more production happening towards ethanol, and that is creating some amount of an overhang in terms of the raw sugar prices actually moving up on international bourses. But I think structurally, I think you're still facing problems in terms of dues anywhere between 59 to 70,000 crores. FRP, SAP, જેવી રીતે recommendation છે, the cost of quintal of producing sugar, the cost of realizations, the farmers due, એ બધું તમે સમીક્ષણમાં લેશો તો I think મારા હિસાબે I think the structural balance sheet issues still persist on a lot of these sugar companies. ઘણા બધા sugar companies, including Balrampur, Bajaj Hindustan, they've actually shut down a few of their operating units. So my hisabe, I think structurally, I think the commodity cycle for sugar might turn next year. I think it should have turned this year with a 2-year on-off cycle, but because of the carryover inventory and the issues faced for the sugar industry as a whole, that cycle might probably start next year. So technically, again, the stocks might move, but structurally, I think one really needs to wait another couple of.
ઓકે, ત્યારે તમે ઇન્ડિગોના આઈપીઓમાં રોકાણની સલાહ આપી રહ્યા છો?
તો નંબર્સ હજી સુધી વર્કઆઉટ નથી કર્યા પ્રદીપભાઈ, પણ જેવી રીતે આઈ થિંક એરલાઇન ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીને સ્ટ્રક્ચરલ પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ ફેસ કરી રહ્યા છે, આઈ થિંક યુ માઇટ સી ઇમ્પ્રુવમેન્ટ હેપનિંગ એટલીસ્ટ ઓન ધ ક્વાર્ટર્સ perspective. So ATF prices, which account for 35-40% of their input cost, has seen significant correction. Generally, I think EBITDA margins for a lot of companies will see a significant improvement. So, is it sustainable over a longer period of time? Because it is dependent on too many factors. ATF, load factors, how GDP is progressing, current spending, how is competitive intensity coming in from the industries. So on a certain note, I think all these players are probably reacting because better numbers are expected to come through. So I think, as I mentioned last time around, Pradeep, I think technically I think I'll still play with these stocks, but fundamentally I'll stay with it.
ઓકે, ત્યારે જ એવી બિરલા ગ્રુપે જે રીતે ગયા શુક્રવારે સંકેત આપ્યા ઓનલાઈન ફેશન રિટેલમાં ઉતરવાના, અને સાથે જ રિલાયન્સે પણ ઇનફેક્ટ એનાલિસ્ટ ને જર્નલિસ્ટ સાથે જે વાતચીત કરી છે મેનેજમેન્ટે, તો એવા સંકેત આપ્યા છે કે ઓનલાઈનમાં એમની પણ પ્રેઝન્સ ખાસી એગ્રેસિવલી આગળ જતા વધી જશે. શું ઇમ્પેક્ટ જુઓ છો?
So clearly, I think it's a trend bani gayu છે પ્રદીપભાઈ. I think online has become the buzzword for most consumers, and everything I think તમે sales na figures jo છો with the kind of online marketing has been done by Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal. I think huge response has got come through. So brick and wall model system and online system, I think that entire business models are now at loggerheads. And I think every player wants to have an online presence. Having said that, I think specifically AB Group ની વાત કરશો તો AB Go I think has moved up significantly over the past few quarters. I think valuation ની વાત કરશો તો I think you need to apply a lot of discounts to a lot of holdings that they've got, and those discount percentages change with business cycles. તો મારા હિસાબે at this point of time fairly valued. Investors જે AB Nuvo ને hold કરે છે at lower levels would continue holding that, but I think a lot of these business houses would try to have some amount of, at least some percentage of their top line go through in terms of online sales, which has become very, very mandatory because of competitive pressures.
આજના દિવસે ઓટો સ્ટોક્સમાં ખાસો દબાણ જોવા મળી રહ્યો છે. મારુતિ, M&M, ટાટા મોટર્સ, શું કરવું જોઈએ આગળ?
So એક selective call લેવું પડશે નિશાજી, and again I think one really needs to take a call over the next 4 to 6 quarters. Urban story, rural story needs to be clearly defined. Two-wheelers, four-wheelers need to be clearly defined as well. So हमारे हिसाब से I think what kind of risk rewards you are looking at, four-wheelers still offer a better chance in terms of a reward and a risk profile. So Maruti, Tata Motors on declines is something that we will still continue to prefer. Ashok Leyland MHCV space ma very really the numbers can be exceptionally good. Pre-emission ma I think एक buying through share that will have a definite impact in terms of volumes. Realization should improve because discounts will go down. Operating leverage benefits should start coming because commodity and input prices have come down. हमारे हिसाब से I think Ashok Leyland also becomes a very good bet along with Eicher Motors, which is a story both on two-wheelers as well as commercials.
ઓકે, ત્યારે જ આપણે જોઈએ તો અમુક PSU સ્ટોક્સમાં, નાના PSUs જેમ કે આપણે જોયું HMT, ITI, IFCI, એમાં એક હાલના દિવસોમાં ટ્રેડર્સ સારી એક તેજી કરી રહ્યા છે અને પોઝિશનો બની રહી છે. શું આપને લાગે છે કે આજે ટર્ન અરાઉન્ડની બધી ચર્ચાઓ ચાલી રહી છે એનો ખરેખર લાભ મળશે કે આ સ્ટોક્સમાં ખૂબ મોટું રિસ્ક જુઓ છો?
So clearly, Pradeep, I have always been a numbers man. So I think when numbers jowa pachi I think a confidence આવે, which I'm not seeing in any of these balance sheets. So they need to show some improvement on their numbers front. Structurally, I think improvement in the respective industries that they're operating out of, and a consistency. I think one quarter's numbers are not going to help long-term investors. So the
shipping corporation આપને લાગે છે કે consistent performer થઈ શકે?
Again, clearly, I think તમે industry જોશો પ્રદીપભાઈ તો I think 1/3 of the tonnage is managed by Shipping Corporation of India. તમે I think if you look at the crude breakup, a majority component probably comes to tankers. 16 vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, are bulk carriers. હવે bulk carriers નો તમે I think એક rates જોશો, at least on the international side. And I'm not talking even about the Baltic indices, Baltic dry હોય or Baltic all tanker index હોય. You look at the bulk tanker rates, I think the rates have fallen down drastically. So it will take some time for that improvement to come through. With crude oil prices coming through, you're seeing a lot of negotiations happening. And yes, I think the government policy, if I'm not mistaken, if that comes through, and if I'm not speculating again on this front, on domestic carriers being given preference, if that comes through, some improvement can come through. But structurally, again, Pradeep, I think bulk carriers low rates, tanker na low rates, freight na low rates, VLCC na low rates. That does not instill confidence in terms of how realizations will improve.
ઓકે, તમે થઈ ગયું છે રજા લેવાનો, કોઈ ડિસ્ક્લોઝર્સ?
ભાઈ જે પણ સ્ટોક્સની ચર્ચા કરી તમારી પોતાની હોલ્ડિંગ નથી, but it is possible that we have recommended all these stocks to our clients and they might have holdings in all these securities.
આભાર આપનો.
આભાર.
ને સાથે જ ત્યારે અમને પણ આપજો રજા.
ત્યારે જ વધુ ખબર